Alright, I'm back. I will have to probably stay a fair bit mute throughout the stream. Oh, that way we're not echoing. I'll probably have to stay a hair bit mute because I got background stuff going on, so. But I'm just gonna kind of work my way to the co-op stage with what's its face, and you go get you the thing that helps you stabilize getting your immune and your little band and all that stuff. So, uh, just sit back and watch the game while your games are downloading or you're playing games or whatever. This is Dying Light 2 on the PS5 Pro.
What the hell is that? That was close. broadcast station should be here somewhere.
There he is. What's up,
Hey,
bro?
what's going on?
What, why are you ignoring my question, man?
What question?
How
The
do you like
pro?
the pro?
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
liking it. I'm liking it. I still need to play more games with it just to see if it's actually really worth the money. But everything that I played on it so far has been a decent improvement. I wouldn't say like massive, majorly improvement, but a good enough improvement, I would say, so far.
Wait, you said, okay, level, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the biggest improvement you ever seen in your life, 1 being the shittiest. What would you say it is?
In the terms of video games,
Yeah, yeah, like,
this would be like going. I would say this feels like going from the PlayStation 2 to the PlayStation 3. So I would say it's.
that big? A whole console generation?
I would say so, yeah.
I know why you're saying that, because you're a little fucking bougie, fucking 60 FPS, fucking
I am.
Cinderella.
I like my 60. I'm playing in 120 right now, I believe.
Yay. I gotta
But
ask somebody else. You're too bougie with the frames.
but here's the thing: is I have the same fidelity graphics at what would you would get like at 30 frames, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you pick like quality mode in PS5, you'll get 30 frames, but you'll get the best quality in graphics. I get the quality fidelity frame or the quality fidelity graphics, and I get those at 60 or better. So I don't have to choose. I was choosing my performance over graphics. Now I don't
It's
have to
been
choose
moved.
for most
Okay,
games.
let's
Not
give it a
every
try.
game. There's going to be that one developer that decides to just not do that.
Yeah, I don't. That doesn't sound too appealing to me.
And
Like,
it,
not that I wouldn't want it, because I would love that. But like, it
This is
doesn't
it.
sound like
The
700
broadcast
bucks
station.
worth to me.
no, I mean, if you brought this home right now, if you went to the store, picked it up, brought it home, I don't think you would be happy.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't think you would be like, yep, this was totally worth it. I'm glad I did it. I don't see that.
Yeah. I said on the day it released that my feeling of FOMO would be nowhere near as strong as my feeling of regret if I did buy it.
Yeah, and yeah, you got over your FOMO or your FOMO period,
Yeah.
and I would just let it sit. And it's not going to get any cheaper. I can tell you that. Not for quite some time. You know, it'll damn near PS6 will be out before this thing really gets a price chop.
Nah, Sony's being greedy right now, and now that
Oh
they're
yeah,
profitable with this, they're not unless sales drastically go down. after the holidays, then maybe, but even then, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I don't see it either. It's just gonna stay what it is.
I mean, if I come across an opportunity to buy it
Let's
used,
roll.
I may do that instead. Or if I can get it for a good price, and it's in good condition, I might do that instead of spending the 700 for it.
This is
So like if
Aiden.
I
Over.
saw it at like if I
Anyone there
walked into
looking for a
GameStop
pilgrim?
tomorrow and
Over.
they're selling it to me for like 600 for a pre-owned one for somebody that bought it and just returned it, I
I
would
guess
buy
I
it.
have to wait until
Or if
morning.
a
Yeah.
friend sold it to me in like a couple months or whatever, they're like, nah, I don't want this,
Enough of
then I
that.
would buy it.
Time to
I don't see
sleep.
that happening, of
I'll try
course,
again in the morning.
because you buy a fucking PS5 Pro, you're not gonna get rid of it in a couple months unless you're going through some financial shit. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, I would say just keep your eyes on your local GameStop or your Facebook Marketplace, and
But you know how GameStop is, bro. They'll sell that motherfucker
oh yeah,
for six fucking 75, 680 or
yeah,
some shit
they'll
just to
give
give
you
you.
400, and then they'll ask like like you said, like 649 for it.
Yeah, because the PS5 was selling at GameStop like, the first year
Mm-hmm.
or the first couple years, it was selling for it was only like 30, 40 bucks cheaper than a brand new one. Wasn't much. Even games, like you buy them 70 bucks, they'll sell it right back to you at 65. They don't give a fuck.
No, they don't. They will try to get their money out of you. It's the same like car dealerships. Like, you can
Time to
walk in
contact the guy
there
Spike was talking about.
and your car that you're trying to get rid of, you're trying to trade in, they're going to give you,
This is Aiden.
$2,000 for it trade in. Well, they're going to take that same car and they're going to put it out on our lot 3 days later, and they're going to be wanting, $6,000-$7,000 for that same car, and all they did was like a quick vacuum and an oil change on it, if that.
Bro, they do more. I sold cars, they'll usually change the tires, brakes.
I've seen my vehicles on the lot. I know my vehicles. I've had my vehicles for years. I know what they do to them, and yeah, they're gonna put very minimal work in
Well, at least I didn't
some
have
of the
to
lots
climb to the
down here.
top
I
of
don't
this
know about the
antenna.
lots that you've worked at and the lots up there, but
Oh, dude, in my lots we have I manage a whole used car department. Uh, we call it internally a whack and pack. That's not the official name for it, but we call it a whack and pack. Get it? Whack and pack.
hmm
So there's automatically. So for those of you guys listening on the podcast, I'm about to drop game on y'all motherfuckers. So like RPG said, if you traded your car in to say you get 2 Gs for it, the cost automatically goes up to like 2,700 bucks. And that's, I'm just saying, 700 additional dollars, but it ranges. Some dealerships will do 500, some will do 1,000. But essentially, the new cost of that car is, let's just say in this case, $700, and we call that the whack and pack. So the whack and pack is automatically the money the dealership will make off the car. So the new cost goes from $2,000 to $2,700 without them doing jack shit to it. Occasionally, when a car sits on the lot for a long time, they might dig into that whack and pack just to sell it. Even if they break even, sometimes they'll even lose money depending on the car, depending how long it's been sitting there, depending what the market. They'll do that when the market goes down that car. So for example, if you buy a freaking Toyota Corolla and 6 months later the market gets saturated by it, well, instead of sitting on it, they'll lose. They'll sell a car that they paid 2 Gs for. They'll lose 500 and sell it for 1,500, because if they don't, they're gonna lose more later. But those are rare instances, and essentially that's the very first cost that they add to the car. Then they do their inspection, which maintenance department does charge the used car department for that inspection, and it's roughly about 100 to 150 bucks. And they do that 70 or 120 point inspection, and that's when they tell the used car department all the problems that the car has, things that need to be fixed before by law you can resell it, and things that the dealership can opt to do or not do. But most dealerships will at least do the shit that they need to do in order to legally sell the car. Because here in the state of Wisconsin, where I'm from, we have what's called the buyer's guide. The buyer's guide is basically the window sticker that used cars have. And generally, you see a whole bunch of boxes with descriptions next to it, like headlights work, shit like that. And in the state of Wisconsin, every single car must have a buyer's guide and anything that's wrong with the car disclosed on that buyer's guide. The only thing that they can't do is sell a car without, for example, not having brakes on there, shit like that. And if they do, they put something on there written as is. And most people do not like buying cars. Actually, nobody likes buying a car that's labeled as is unless it's cosmetic shit like dents, scratches, cracked windows, and even those are iffy because against here in Wisconsin, the laws you can't sell a vehicle with a cracked window. But things superficial, cosmetic things. Well, anyways, back to the investment that the dealership makes to the trade-in. So as soon, and I'll give you from what I did, other managers did different things. But the first things I would apply to a car that we took in is tires. Automatically, I'm buying tires. Now, we always went with the cheapest we can possibly get, which would generally last you 24,000 miles. And those ran about 300-400 bucks on average. Maybe a little bit cheaper, maybe a little bit more expensive depending on the vehicle. Of course, SUVs and trucks are more expensive. The other things that we did is maintenance, plugs, oil change, things of that nature. And of course, we get the vehicle cleaned up. So at a very minimum, I'm already have 1,700 bucks into the vehicle. 1,700 bucks includes the whack and pack,